phenomenal.
Dedicated.
Kind, understanding.
She cares, and she listens.
What a difference you've made in my life.
She cares about what she does.
What a difference you've made in my life.
She told us when we went in the very first time that she had been warned not to take any more patients. And but she said she was going to take me. And I was so relieved that, she would do that.
So I guess it was 2019, we lost our dad. And Dr. Skale was just wonderful. I'm going to tear up just talking about it. But she really helped the entire family to deal with their grief.
I was in the hospital over 62 times because nobody could control or understood my illness. And from the year 2000 on, I have not gone to the hospital. So that's a little bit of proof of how good she is.
Dr. Skale has carried us through so many crises and been just absolutely instrumental, indispensable.
I have bipolar disorder, so it caused me to move around a lot. I met her when I was 29, when I came back to Cincinnati after moving to almost every 50 state, just trying to pull myself together. And the very first moment I met her, she looked at me and told me, "Don't leave, let me help you."
What Tracey did for me was see right through the logistics, the framework that I was living in, and saw who I was, and gave me some hope that I could regain some of what I had, as my boss says, lost to my illness. And that's invaluable.
She's like a construction worker, a fireman, and a scientist all rolled up into one.
I've always called her dynamic and very much a Wonder Woman. She's always represented that to me.
Loves her job. Loves the people she works with. Loves her patients.
She's a construction worker in that the work she does is hard. It's grueling, it's a grind, it's patient after patient, it's reviewing a lot of data.
And she never seemed rushed, ever. And she was, but she never seemed that.
3 things: kindness, compassion, and dedication.
A joy to talk to, she brings energy to a room. She just does.
Then she's like a fireman because she goes into situations a lot of people wouldn't want to go in. She takes on all these very hard cases.
I think she's a remarkable clinician, a remarkable person. She tried to connect with him on more, not just Sam as his illness, but as a whole.
I love the fact that she treats everybody the same. That means a lot to me.
She never looks at anyone as their disorder. She always looks at them as the person that they are.
In our 4 years of experience, Dr. Skale was the first and only person to treat him like a person. She sat down and talked to him. She looked him in the eye. She didn't act as if he wasn't in the room and we were the only ones there. She didn't look at him as a disease. She looked at him as a person. And he hadn't been treated like that in a long, long time.
And she's like a scientist because she's very methodical in the treatments she prescribes. She's very current in the latest medications, therapies, treatments. She treats each patient individually, thinks about what's the best course of action, tries something, and then modifies her treatment plan based on the patient's response.
I feel like I have a safety net with GCB. I do have a safety net with GCB. I
know that if I was to start to show symptoms, I have people to talk to right away, get it handled.
GCB is a safe place. It's a safe haven. And I think no one is stronger at that than Tracey is. She's that safe place for you to go with whatever you may be carrying. And I know that that can be heavy at times. Not just for me, but for her and, you know, for everybody who works in this field. I mean, you don't get into this because, you know, the money, right?
Every case manager I've had has been wonderful and caring, and they've gone the extra mile for me. And I know Tracey and the case managers have worked together.
The fact that, you know, you can count on the cooperation, collaboration at GCB is very gratifying.
Everyone was on the same page. Everybody knew the other things that were going on in the care plan. And that's a very rare gift. And it speaks about the influence that she brings to bear through others when it's a team that is aligned, coordinated, informed, and cares so deeply.
I mean, she's literally changed her lives. She's helped me through this, you know, change to let me know it's okay. I'm a different person. And I don't have anything to be ashamed of.
She threw us a lifeline, really. Without it, I don't know where we would be.
She changed my life on so many levels. I think one of the biggest things is that to meet someone like Tracey is to have a life-changing experience. If you're open to it and you see her, yeah. I just want to cry. Yeah, she's an incredible person.
She's been a lifeline for both of us.
You're gonna start crying too, aren't you?
But, excuse me. She is the type of person who can handle anything that comes along.
In addition to her immense knowledge and experience in the field, Tracey is just a crazy advocate for everybody that is on her team, that works for her, that works with her. She's been a huge advocate of me at every turn through my journey and the changes in my journey, you know, just constantly reminding me that, you know, you can do this, or doing whatever it takes to be there for me so that I can rise up to that next level.
She's always advocated for me and helped me advocate for myself. She never once looked at me, and I just can't stress this enough, she never looked at me as Mercedes, the person with PTSD or bipolar. She just looked at me as regular old Mercedes.
She is a real advocate. I'm sure all the years that I've been here with GCB on board, I have seen her work miracles.
I could talk to her all day because I love her to pieces. She's just a good person, let alone a great psychiatrist. She's just a good person. But for my son, her respect of him, her ability to see things from his perspective, her always treating him with empathy and kindness, despite, you know, the way he sees things, and they see things differently at times, but he'll come back, and that's a testament.
You're her person, and she is going to do all she knows how to comfort you as well as treat you. And to the best of the knowledge that I have, every time I have been in need, she was there.
Knowing that when someone cares about you enough as a human being makes the world a difference. You don't feel like you're out there alone.
She changed my life and challenged me to be who I am, to be able to speak, to quit hiding behind being bipolar and letting people dictate how I am.
I always refer to her as my angel, because she just came swooping in and everything was suddenly okay. She got him on the right meds, broke the cycle, and kind of gave us our life back.
throughout Dr. Scale's career, given her capacity to see the big picture and see the whole person, I am confident that she has shaped the medical practice of numerous psychiatric doctors, medical doctors, psychiatric nurses in a way that no other person could, because they have seen in her an example, an exemplary leader in the field. And when you see a person like that, you automatically want to be a person like that.
And it's been a wonderful experience knowing her.
Because of her, I've thrown away my mama card.
If it wasn't for Dr. Skale, I don't think I would ever be here. Because I was in a dark place when I came to her. And she just made me feel like I could tell her anything.
Dr. Scales has been a pillar of the community in my eyes. She's a rock star for the mental health people. She's a jewel. You don't meet people like her. You just don't.
And without her help, and without her guidance and love for me, I would not be sitting here today. That is a testament to what Tracey Skale is. Period.
I can never thank her enough for really keeping me alive. So I owe everything really to her. Is because I was walking down the road, not alone, but towards death. And she just rescued me.
Because she has given so much to so many people, it must be the reward for her is all of that affection that she gets back, as well as seeing people get better.
We both love you very much, and we thank you for being a part of our lives and for saying yes that day instead of no. And I thank you for that, and you've changed my life.
We try to make sure we give people hope. That's the whole thing. That's what GCB is all about, in my opinion, here anyway, is that we are the keepers of hope always, whatever your diagnosis is or whatever the challenge that you are facing.
She practices hope, and that's really an art and a skill and something that you commit yourself to.
She held on to hope for me when I couldn't hold on to my own hope. I didn't have any when I got here, and I needed some, and that took years. And I carry my own now, and I carry other people's when I need to, and I learned it from her.